everyone, I am Raven Ludovice, and I would like to discuss further with you the significance of good governance. But before that, let us know first the definition and characteristics of good governance. Good governance refers to mobilizing the people of a country in the best direction possible. It requires the unity of people in society and motivates them to attain political objectivity. In other words, it ensures proper utilization of all the resources of the state for its citizens, which ensures sustainable development. Good governance has some characteristics or indicators for the establishment of sound economic management and ensuring the relationship between the state and civil society. From the study of World Bank documents and several studies, there are 8 major characteristics of good governance. The first characteristic is the participation. The participation of citizens in the process of governance is the key characteristic of good governance. Participation is an important step for mobilizing people to participate in the decision-making process. It can be direct or indirect, but participation needs to be informed and organized. Another important characteristic of good governance is the rule of law. It needs a fair legal framework to establish rule of law in society. Rule of law ensures impartiality, which helps to protect human rights, particularly who is most marginal in society. The independent judiciary system, its impartial nature, and the incorruptible police force are the key elements to ensure the rule of law. The third characteristic is transparency. Governance needs transparency for the fair delivery of services to the citizens. It ensures a balance between policymaking and its enforcement following proper rules and regulations. The fourth characteristic is responsiveness. Responsiveness has a basic necessity of the administration, which can motivate the interrelationships between administration and people. It requires sufficient services to the people within a specific time. Consensus-oriented. Governance depends on the consensus of people in society to make it good. It could fulfill the interests of the people as well as the community. Equity and inclusiveness. An equitable, just society must be established for ensuring good governance. Society's well-being depends on how its members feel about it. The 7 characteristics are effectiveness and efficiency. Effectiveness and efficiency ensures the outcomes of the institution to meet the needs of society. Accountability is one of the most important characteristics of good governance. Good governance depends on how accountable governmental as well as private sectors and civil society organizations to their people and its institutional stakeholders. Without transparency and rule of law, accountability cannot be established. Now that we're done discussing the definition and characteristics of good governance, I will now walk you through to the significance of good governance. The importance of good governance in a state is immense. Sustainable development is not possible without good governance. Economic development, social development, and political development. The economic development of that state is not stable without good governance. Good governance is essential for social development. The role of it does not end only with economic development. The result of development ensures that every class of people in society enjoys the basis of fairness. Lastly, the political development. If the political leaders of a country are not active in establishing good governance, then its establishment in that country is not possible. And that brings us to the end. I would like to thank you for your time and attention.